Hey everybody, it is NCSFan001 here. It's Wednesday night, halfway through the week. And I think it's time for some more train time. Again, this is really kind of making me want to go back and play, what's it called? Lionel 3D Ultra Train Town Deluxe. Really kind of making me want to go back and play that because that game is an all-time legend. One of my all-time favorite computer games. It's also really, really hard. It's a lot harder than this game is. Let's just say that. But I hope y'all have been having a good week so far. I haven't really played much of anything, in all honesty. Hey, Robbie. Now, I'm still trying to figure out, though, what happened on Sunday night. Because that's the second time it's ever randomly started another stream. The problem is that this time, my computer was shut down. The first time I ever did that, I figured out, I thought I knew what the problem was because I did not shut down my computer, so everything was still connected and all, so I guess that's what could have happened. But Sunday night, I still don't know what the hell happened then. Because I had the computer shut down, I had stopped recording, so I don't know why it did that. I don't know if it's just because I left it all connected or what, so I honestly don't know what that was. That was super freaking weird. Okay, but anyway, tonight we continue on with Thomas the Tank Engine and friends as they explore the island of Sodor. And currently, we're at 38% of the trophies, but we're actually pretty close to being done. We have one more story mission. We have 5 services each with Percy and Diesel, and the collectibles and the shunting puzzles. Only need 2 trophies for Yotai Legends DLC. The raids when they release in level 25 with 3 more classes. Okay, so you're getting along there. Alright, so what I'll probably do... actually... Yeah, because that's James's mission, so let's go ahead and knock out Diesel's. Why not? Oh, does he only have long missions? Ew, he's got some rather time-consuming missions, unfortunately. Now let's find the shortest ones we can. This 8-minute one seems... okay, yeah, we'll start out with the 8-minute one. It was just a black... yeah, I don't know why it did that, because the first time that ever happened, I assumed it was just because I didn't, you know, shut everything down the way I was supposed to. Which was entirely possible. But that time it really didn't make sense because I had my computer turned off and everything, so it shouldn't have done anything like that. Oh. Almost went the wrong way there. So Diesel, I'm assuming, must go faster or something. But I'm also going to start working on a trophy guide for this game. I actually have started working on the trophy guide. Because it was a whole separate stream, because I ended my initial stream. So I still don't know why it did that. I gotta figure out why that happened and make sure it doesn't happen again. Okay, so Diesel doesn't go insanely fast, but he speeds up a little faster. So better acceleration, but a slower top speed than someone like Gordon. And thank God people were in here telling me what to do last time. They told me about, whoever it was told me about not only the whole shunting trick, where you use the in-game map to switch the tracks, but also the whole idea that, hey, you can hold... okay... I guess I was going too fast. That's my assumption, is that I was going too fast. Oh, that's a great way to start. So, note to self, we have to go a lot slower. And it was only going 50 miles an hour. Is that particularly likely to make you derail, to all the rail fans out there? Now, we are going backwards, so that could potentially have something to do with it that I didn't actually think about. Alright, so once we start going down the hill, I'm going to let off the accelerator. And he should just coast on down. And Retro Achievements, of course, now has Wii stuff out. I've been watching, Pajama John and Ret Bros are both playing Super Mario Galaxy, which is fun. I haven't seen Nostalgia Juice playing anything on it yet. Those are the three Retro Achievements people I follow for the most part. Yeah, I was probably just going a little too fast. But again, if you're a child playing this game, you just want to drive your trains around really fast around the island and look and just like deliver things without all the rules. Even Lionel Train Town lets you do that because you can. It has like a free build mode where you can build your own layouts and stuff and just play around and have fun with it. So I'm still shocked that this game doesn't really have a full-blown open world exploration feature to it. Like, it kind of does. It has the open exploration mode, but it's not real open world. Because you're so heavily limited on what you can do and how you have to switch stuff around. And let me know if the audio and everything sounds good, because we just had an update for OBS, so hopefully nothing weird happened with that. He's looking a little shaky there, so hopefully, yeah, he's still on the rails. Ah, I remember that spot. I remember getting a collectible right there early on in the game. Just don't know what that extra line's for. I guess you could take that little ferry across or something, which isn't even like a trophy, which is kind of annoying or unfortunate. There's almost I think, a Thomas the Tank Engine game on the Wii that's probably a little more kid-friendly than this one. So I had a really weird idea for my dinner tonight. I don't know what possessed me to try to do this. I guess just hunger and getting home kind of late from work. So I took a semi-spicy instant noodle pack, which it was supposed to be spicy, but it really wasn't that spicy. It was like teriyaki chicken, but it really wasn't all that spicy. It wasn't the ramen brand, it was something else. It wasn't like Top Ramen or anything, it was something else. So I cooked that. I threw in some already cooked leftover chicken, grilled chicken, and chopped up part of a leftover potato. Not even leftover, but part of a potato, and put that in as well. So yeah, I don't know what possessed me to make that unholy monstrosity of a dish. Because I'm not even sure what it was really supposed to be. I guess an extremely unhealthy American version of ramen. Actually wasn't half bad, though. That's the surprising thing, is it actually wasn't half bad. But I do not claim to be any kind of good at cooking. We all know this. Some of you guys have seen my recipe videos in the past. We all know that I'm not exactly the best at cooking. Nor do I claim to be. See, I don't know what possessed me to try to do that. I think I was just hungry, and the fact that I didn't really want to prep anything, like, higher quality. It was a long-ass day today, so... Alright. Okay, that actually wasn't that bad. That one didn't take anywhere near as long as it said, either, so only 4 minutes. Alright, back to the timetable. That's 1 mission down, 4 more to go. Alright, Diesel, what are we going to have you do next? 5-minute mission. Is it a shunting run? No, it's just a transport. Okay. Easy enough. Let's roll. All of my Japanese brethren would be very disappointed with me in making that dish. And again, I don't claim to be any kind of good at cooking, though. Again, we've seen my cooking videos in the past. It isn't really one of my more skilled things in life. Ooh, actually, you know what? I think we have to signal that one, but I have not explored this area yet. Oh, his train has a window in it. Cool. I have not explored this area yet, so let me look around a little bit and see if I can find any collectibles. So I'm sure there's got to be something here. Because remember, we got a long way to go on the collectibles. We found maybe like 10% of them, so maybe like 15% of them by now. The whistles are only at train stations, though, so I don't think we have to worry about those. Yeah, whistles are train station only, but the other ones can be found anywhere. Okay, so we can't jump down on the boat. All the other ones can be found pretty much anywhere, I think, because I know I've seen captain's hats in other places, and I know for a fact I've seen the storybooks in other places. The paintings might also be station exclusives, though, which is good. I feel like a true guide writer here having to look around to find collectibles without any help. There might be collectible guides of this game by now, I'm not entirely sure. Old cranes. I was about to ask what the cranes are for, but it's probably to lift the boats up. This seems like the kind of place they might hide something. This is a really kind of large area, too, so... Okay. Can't go up that. Aha! I was correct. There is a book. And this is down in the harbor, yep. I might as well start looking into the thing just in case I decide to make more custom stuff for a guide, so... I don't think we can go up in those. No, we cannot. This is kind of a bigger area to have to No, I do not. I am just looking for collectibles because I haven't really searched this area yet. Can't even go in there. It's one less thing to explore, I guess, so I'm not mad about that. Ooh, there is a station back here. So let's see if they're... Hopefully, most of the collectibles are just around the stations, though, because that makes them a lot easier to find. People on the bench. Yep, there's a painting. So maybe the paintings are exclusive to this. I think the paintings are exclusive to the stations. I know the whistles are. Whistles absolutely are exclusive to the stations. All these people seem very uninterested that I'm walking right in front of them. And most of the hats are tied to the stations as well. So it's really just the storybooks that are going to be kind of the bigger problem. Because they can, like, literally be anywhere on the island, it looks like. Anywhere that you can walk. They're at least rather colorful. Yeah, those might be a little bit more of a pain to find, actually. So the other ones I really just got to go station to station. I can actually probably fast travel that. When we go into the free roam mode, I can actually probably just do that instead. Just search every single station for collectibles. And then we'll just have to do a little bit of free exploration to find the remaining books. Or maybe there will be an actual collectible guide for those. Might not be a bad idea. Well, yeah, I hope y'all have had a good week so far. Mine's been, well, the first couple days weren't insane, but today's was very, very busy. All day of meetings. Never fun. No, I do not want to give up service. Okay, can't walk back there. And nothing there. Nothing over there. Is there anything in front of the cars? Nope. Dang, it's actually letting me explore more of this than I expected. Usually these areas are pretty heavily cut off. Yeah, you can explore quite a bit, so... I wonder if they intended to, like, put even more stuff in the game, even more collectibles, and just didn't have the time to. I'll still be curious to see if we ever get any DLCs for this game. Because I'm sure there's other trains they can add in. I know that there's other stories they can, of course, add in, because there's so many Thomas the Tank Engine stories from over the decades. So they could easily add in some DLC stuff if they wanted to. And that kind of concerns me if they decide to be like, hey, go complete every single service as an engine. That would be miserable. I probably should not say that out loud because I don't want anyone to get any ideas. Because again, there's things I don't necessarily mind this game, but it's just not what I was expecting. And I just, again, don't understand how any children would find this very enjoyable. Alright, so that's this whole area pretty much explored as far as I can tell, so... Just double check up here, nothing up there, can't go in there. Alright, let's go get back on the train and actually move this story a little bit forward. No, I do not want to give up control. I'm just out here exploring. I am looking for collectibles. And let me also check up here, in case they hid something on the backside of this. They did not. Alright, we're all good, so let's get back on the train and see what is next on this job. So a rather productive job here. How do I... Second man, nope, we don't want that. Driver's seat. So this is a short job. This one only listed for 5 minutes, so I'll probably be able to do it in like 3. I am definitely looking around for more of the storybooks, because again, I think that might ironically be the hardest collectible to find, despite being large and colorful. Just because they actually can be anywhere. I mean, the world isn't as heavily explorable as I thought it was, because like you can't just go out and roam the towns or anything like that, so that's at least a little bit easier. Yeah, little childhood version of me would have gone, like, would have been begging like crazy for this game. And then just to find out how much more adult railfan oriented it is than for kids, that would have been so disappointing. And probably a waste of money when I was that age. Okay, nothing around there. Yep, we're good. I don't know, I probably would have figured it out given enough time. Okay. What did I... Oh, I was supposed to stop at... Oh, hang on. Storybook. I was supposed to stop at the location, wasn't I? I wasn't even paying attention to the objective. That's my fault. But it's okay because we get a storybook out of it. Every collectible we get is a good thing. Every single collectible we get is a good thing. Yeah, I was supposed to stop there, but it doesn't, you know, immediately fail you as long as we don't do anything too dangerous or stupid here. I'm assuming that's just going to switch the tracks on us. And let's watch the bridge and see if there's any collectibles on it. Nothing so far. More interested in collectibles than anything else here, Diesel, so just don't do anything dumb. Coast along at 30 miles an hour, we'll be fine. Does he automatically pick up a little bit of speed, maybe? Maybe that's... Yeah, that's what it looks like. So he seems to automatically pick up speed a little bit. Alright, we're coming up on a bridge. Those things are always propped against structures. Oh, that's all we did, so we just went out of that yard and over to this yard. I guarantee there's stuff here, though. I guarantee there's stuff in this one. Just seeing if I can find anything immediately. There won't be any whistles here, but there might be like a hat, and there definitely could be a book. Alright, that objective wasn't too bad. Not too bad at all. Aside from the fact that I literally just ran around for 10 minutes looking for collectibles, which is fine. Because I don't think there's any sort of collectible detector or tracker in this game. I'd be very shocked if there was. So that's 2 services. There's an 8-minute service. Let's go for this one. And looks like we're going backwards, actually. Alright, I have already kind of explored the quarry area, so I'll be a little surprised if there's anything here that I didn't get from the shunting challenge. And there still could be stuff here, but it's not super likely, so we'll come back to it eventually just to double check, though. Alright. I know that there is a free camera, but I don't know, I don't think it's the most useful thing in the world. It's just a little bit harder to control. Alright, yeah, I don't see anything else at this station, so we're probably good with this one. Oh, we're going back down the hill again, I'm assuming. Didn't we literally already do this? Except this time we're just not uncoupling cars first. Oh, and speaking of that, don't worry, we still got another shunting challenge to suffer through. So that's gonna be fun. That's me being sarcastic, of course. Those actually are not a fun mission type at all. It's not even that they're overly hard, they're just so tedious. That's what this one's going to be, because we have to keep slowing down and make sure that we don't crash. Oh, we hired a new employee this week, so she started this week. We hired her a couple weeks ago, but she started up this week. Hopefully, that means I won't have to keep driving to the faraway office so much, because it was really, really annoying today, because one of the roads I take home to avoid the interstate, because the interstate is so backed up at this time of day, or that time of day. One of the back roads I take, there's a bridge on it that's been out for a couple of weeks, and I don't know if they're really even rushing to fix it. And then the detour, the only detour that keeps you off of the interstate, takes you through a construction zone with flagmen that's only 2 lanes wide. So it means that driving home is absolute hell right now, at least from that office. And it was just another day where I come to find out that when I'm not the one doing things, other people screw it up. Because there was an unscheduled visit we had to do for someone, and it was literally the simplest possible thing you could have for an unscheduled visit in the research field. Literally the simplest thing ever. And they couldn't do it right. Why does everything fall apart when I'm away, is my question. Because I still remember, shit just completely, like, fell apart badly when I was in Japan. And that seems to happen quite often. Like, if I'm ever out for anything, just shit just starts to fall apart. It's almost funny. But then I remember that I'm the one that usually has to go in and fix everything afterward. which is less funny. And that new co-worker, hopefully she's good. She comes with a bit of baggage too, though, so we'll see. Potential baggage. Now that this weekend's gonna be fun, Dad will be here. We'll be going to a baseball game on Saturday, as long as the weather's good, which it's supposed to be. Eat at a good barbecue place. That'll be fun. It'll be a good day. Oh, I hope I'm slowing down early enough. Diesel stops faster than a lot of the steam trains seem to. So maybe that's his whole thing, is he can't quite go as fast as some of the steam trains, but he can accelerate and brake a lot faster. And this is the main train station, so I've explored here a bit, but I haven't fully explored it, so I don't know if I found any paintings here yet. Okay, easy enough. That wasn't really that bad. That's 3 down, even though it was literally the same job we've already done. I don't know if you can actually replay the same jobs over and over again. I didn't test that, because then I could just do, like, the round table ones for the other trains. We can't do the same for Diesel, unfortunately. So he must only hang out in this area of the map, then, normally, in the actual show. And we're back in the harbor. So just another quick sort of shunt around, shuntaroo, whatever you want to call it. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is the side I haven't explored yet. Hold on. This is the side I have not explored yet. We need to look around a bit. I gotta find me some collectibles. Because if there are guides out for this game, I haven't used one yet. For collectibles, I mean. Or for anything else, but especially not for collectibles. I feel like it's going to come down to just like one that I'm not able to find, which is going to be frustrating. Yeah, and there's no collectible detector or anything like that in this kind of a game, even though it is a children's game, so it's the kind of game where you might actually expect that to be in it somewhere. And we cannot climb that, so nothing up high. What about inside of Crate World? I hear another train. I hope it's not about to crash into Diesel up there. That would be highly unfortunate if it did. No, it was a train going over the top. Never mind, we're good. Was slightly concerned there that Diesel might have gotten hit. Apologize for the loud noise in the background. That's my dryer. Had a couple of things left to wash today. Hat! 7 out of 20 hats. Let's go. I don't feel as compelled to shut the door outside of the little closet where the washer dryer are anymore now that we were able to get the, what's it called? That really annoying noise that it made fixed. So we found 1 hat so far. No, I do not want to give up control. Thank you very much. And those sounds that sound like distant dogs are actually in-game. I kept thinking that it might be a real-life thing, because there are several people with dogs that live around here. But no, it's an in-game thing. It's kind of subtle, but keep hearing it consistently whenever you're out and about exploring. Ooh, storybook! Let's go! So we found a hat and a storybook here. We have not found a whistle here. And I haven't seen a painting here, but again, I think those are both exclusive to actual stations. Whereas the other stuff you can find about anywhere. And the hats are mostly tied to the actual stations. What kind of boat is that? That's the fakest looking pixel boat I've ever seen. Looks almost like as unrealistic as the one in the Fairly OddParents game, in the Dad's Dream level. When it's like an ice cream sundae boat. It'll be fun to get back into that game as well, because that one's been a lot of fun to play so far. Hasn't really been anything overly challenging yet, but obviously there's missed a few collectibles in one of the levels, so we're going to have to go back to it. Well, actually we only missed coins in it, thankfully, so only one type. It's just a shame you have to replay the entire level. I don't know, I might play back up to that point off-screen next time we're going to stream that game. Alright, I don't see anything else here. Yeah, I guess it's just that the paintings and the whistles are only at train stations. What's going to be the other collectible types that I'm worried about? Hats are mostly at train stations, but not exclusively, and then finding all the picture books, even though we've already got like 8 or 9 of them. Alright, let's get going. Basically the opposite of the job that we did second here. And then we only have one more as Diesel, and we'll be done with him. So then we'll just have... Is it Emily still, or is it... No, I don't think it's Emily. I think it's Percy. But yeah, we'll still have one more train after this. And more collectibles, and a story mission, and a shunting mission. I'm actually very surprised that the James... Well, I guess I'm not that surprised because it's exclusive to the deluxe edition or something. I don't think that's a separately purchasable DLC. And we don't need another Life is Strange Before the Storm scenario happening. Because for those who don't remember, with Life is Strange Before the Storm, before it released at first, it had a trophy that required you to play the bonus chapter, which was only available as a DLC. I think you could purchase it separately, but I can't really remember. But it was part of the main list, and it was the first time that it ever happened. I think you could at least purchase it separately, so you didn't have to buy, like, the special deluxe edition of the game, but that actually happened once. Caused a bit of an uproar, and they were forced to change it. Alright, let's get going. Yeah, I still remember that. That was a big trophy screw-up back in the day. That was back before all the screw-ups involved AI slot games. Though apparently all the Nostra Games bundles have been removed, as have a couple other of the big publishers that do the shovelware games. Like, Ratalaika and East Asia Soft are still there, but their games are like AAA status compared to a lot of the shovelware. Some of their games are actually good in both cases. Nothing around that. Some of their games are actually good in both cases. But they're definitely not just AI shovelware slop for the most part. So Sony might finally be putting things on the right track. Alright, slow it on down. And perfect. That's 4 down, 1 to go. Alright, one more. I'm sure there's one more shorter one in here somewhere. 10, 12 is 7. Yep, 7's the shortest one we got left. That's fine, as long as it's not another entirely just long braking exercise. Ooh, which yard? Oh, this is the starting yard at night. Look at that, we got a mission at night for once. I like it. We've got a mission at night. I also don't know if there was maybe still a painting there that I didn't get before. Okay, I'm stopping and waiting. Holding circle. So to proceed as the signals say. Holding circle, not doing anything this time. It's not good. Well, let's head back to the station and double check it. I know there's a new Lego train I need to pick up at some point. It's like a criminal escape, but it's a whole lot of pieces. And a pretty good-looking train. I assume I'm maybe waiting for someone else to finish off their task here. Okay, nothing out front. What about behind? It's not going to let me go behind here. Okay, that's a little weird. Usually it does. Oh, that means there's no painting here or anything, so we at least got that part done. Alright, no other collectibles here as far as I can tell. It's not like I'm going to be able to find anything at night anyway. Okay, that's not good. Yeah, so what? Is there someone else that... Are we going backwards? Huh, okay then. So no wonder I actually... The circle button pressing was correct, it was just in the wrong direction. But the thing was, when I was first looking back, there was this, like, had a gate out, so I assumed I wasn't supposed to go that way. Because that thing was built, that had like a... Ah, that's why. So it's a unique looking train crossing. I think I actually have that exact Brio piece from back in the day. That's kind of cool. I'm pretty sure I have an exact Brio piece like that. Where the gates cover either the tracks or the road. And guys, we're only like, what, 3 weeks away from Tomodachi Life, living the dream. I already have 3 different ideas for that. For either videos or even potential series, depending on how well they do. Yeah, I've got 3 different ideas for that. And they could all be equally horrifying. Hey, Cassie. I was just saying that we're like 3 weeks away from the release of Tamagotchi Life Living the Dream. And I have some incredibly potentially horrible ideas for series for that game. And by horrible, I mean potentially very fun. Though a lot of people are pretty sure that there's no concert hall in it. Probably because of Pooh Fesher's videos. When he made inappropriate songs in the concert hall, and it's just like... It's creatively inappropriate, is the fun part of it. I want to go be able to make someone from my high school that I didn't like sing that they love buttholes, the way that Pooh Fesher did. That's one of my ideas for that game, is do, like, something based on all the people I went to high school with. Or at least some of the people I went to high school with. That was one of my ideas. I got a couple others too, though. Still haven't gotten the last 3 trophies for Rivals. Found out you were doing one completely wrong. Oh, that's not good. Which trophy got? 4 trophies so far for Zenith Zone 0. I have no idea what that actually is. I'm assuming that's a game. And he really does not go fast in reverse. And now we stop. This is it, the final job as Diesel, then we can move on to something else. Pop goes the Diesel. Good trophy name. Alright, that's 4 characters down, 1 more to go. So that one's just the Emily mission. So what's going on up here? Oh, I don't know what that is. I guess that's a DLC mission? The last shunting challenge and the shunting showdown. Alright, let's go. Final story mission, let's do it.
Shunting Showdown. One morning, Thomas was shunting trucks in the yard when Diesel arrived.
Oh, look, it's that little blue tank engine getting in the way. You really need to learn how to shunt trucks properly, Thomas. And I doubt you are as good at shunting as me, the best shunter on Sodor.
Bit arrogant, don't you
Not
think?
only am I as good as you, huffed Thomas, I'm better. No, you're not. Yes, I am.
This is dialogue, folks.
No.
This is dialogue.
Am.
Peak dialogue.
Just then, Emily arrived with some trucks and overheard the 2 engines arguing. What's going on here? Diesel was being rude and was claiming he was the best shunter on
Okay, Thomas, aren't you
Sodor,
kind of rude to people
said
sometimes
Thomas.
too, buddy?
But I am the best shunter, interrupted Diesel. Tell you what, If you want to see who's truly the best, then perhaps we should have a competition to see which engine is the better shunter. That sounds like a great idea. What do you think, Thomas?
Okay, that sounds like a
Okay,
competition.
Diesel, said
And
Thomas.
I don't know how that's going to
What are the
play out in
rules?
this game.
The first engine to get their line of trucks shunted into the correct order will be the winner.
Oh, dear God. This is gonna be bad.
Sounds good to me. Let's get started.
This is probably gonna be bad, isn't it?
Is everyone ready to begin? 3, 2.
Well, it's a good thing I've done a
one,
couple of shunting challenges
go.
at this point. Okay, they're all only in one line this time, thankfully. And there's a lot less shuffling. Okay, I need to think about this. Alright, I see what to do. Okay, so what we're going to do here, uncouple that, go backwards. I actually need to set the tracks correctly, though. That's going to be where the problem is doing it fast enough. Wait, I can't switch in here? Is that what that... Wait. Oh, did it auto-switch? I guess it did. Okay, I guess it's just going to auto-switch for me, which is actually a lot easier. At least I assume that's what it's going to do. That's not at all what it's going to do. Hey, sweet, what's up? Okay, that's not at all what it's going to do. So it doesn't let me do it from the menu. So I probably lost a bit of time here, but hopefully... And I'm not too worried. I see exactly what to do because we've done this before, and this one's honestly probably easier than a lot of the ones we've done. Just, I don't like not being able to control the switches from the pause menu after doing that last time. So now we can grab several of these guys at once. Actually, we're going to grab the whole line of them, except for 2. I'm going to grab the entire line except for 2. And we'll come back for 2. Okay, never mind. They didn't grab the other one. I'll read the comment here in a second. I gotta figure out how to get through this. Okay, that's 2, so that's gonna work. So we drop these back, and then it's just gonna be a little bit of shuffling. End up making a Lego Star Wars mock using the Moff Gideon. Zala set in 4 copies of Ambush on Mandalore Battle Pack. That's the newer Battle Pack, isn't it? One of the newer ones? Because I know there was a newer one that was definitely at least better than the overpriced crap one that we got in the past. In, like, middle last year, something like that. Oh, we're going too fast. That could have been bad. Alright, we got one. So now we go get two. Let me come back and grab three. Like, I don't even know what order he's trying to put his in, though, is part of the problem. Thinking of investing in those sets, but honestly, Star Wars has gotten way too oversaturated. It was final season of Mandalorian. Oh, okay. Well, aren't we getting a Mandalorian movie in, like, 2 months? Mandalorian and Grogu. Okay, I can probably speed things up a little bit here. What we're going to do is... See, I don't actually know what his order is that he has to do. It's in a picture what it looks like. Sounds good. So we're going to shift 6 onto this line, then grab 3. Okay, we're almost done. We're going to shift 6 up a line. Grab 3. Shift 5 up in front of 6. Grab 4, and then grab 5, 6 together. Or I'm going to go 1 mile an hour and somehow crash. Okay, you know what? That wasn't even a good run anyway because I was messing around at the beginning, so... That's fine. We'll have more time this run, but that's also some BS-ery because I didn't really think I was going fast enough for that.
One morning, Thomas was shunting trucks in the yard when Diesel arrived.
Oh, look, it's that little...
Oh, that's cool. My parents actually sent me a couple of pictures or videos or something. When I was in Japan, I told you guys I did that samurai lesson with my parents, and it was really, really fun. It was one of the coolest things we did there. And Lewis Hamilton just did it from Formula 1. That's pretty awesome. I don't lie, that's pretty actually awesome.
No, you're not.
And I don't like Lewis. He was
Yes, I am.
Mercedes. He was an enemy of Ferrari for so long, so don't have the most liking of him, because I was always a Ferrari person.
Just then,
Grew up that way.
arrived with
But
some trucks.
cheer for him now because
And
he's
over half the
Ferrari.
two engines
And
are
Ferrari
new.
actually has a car that's actually capable of doing something this year for the
What's
first time in
going
about
on
15
here?
years.
Diesel was being rude and was claiming he was the best shunter on Sodor, said Thomas.
But I am the best shunter.
Interrupted Diesel.
Tell you what, if you want to see who's truly the best, then perhaps we should have a competition to see which engine is the better shunter.
Other than that, getting your trophies had to deal with stupid teammates.
That sounds
Oh,
like
that's
a
always
great
fun.
idea.
I deal with them in real life all the time.
Okay, Diesel, said Thomas.
What are the rules?
The crazy thing is, like, next month is going to be
The first
insane, just
engine
like
to
this
get
month
their
was, because we
line
still
of
got to play the
truck
coin
shunted
game,
in
still got to start
correct
that up.
order will be the winner.
And then,
Sounds good to me.
once we
get
do
started.
that, next month, not only do we have Tamagotchi Life,
Is everyone ready to begin?
which that one might only get like 1 or 2 streams just to test the waters on it, see if people want to see it or not.
Go!
And if people aren't really interested in it, then it might not end up being like a full thing. So we'll kind of see about that moving forward. We'll just test the waters a little bit with that one. See if people actually want to see it. But next month, Starfield on PS5. I'm still not sure I ever actually talked about that on any streams yet. Starfield come to PS5 early April, Zach. I know that the month also starts with A, but you can be more intelligent than that sometimes. Actually, you know what? Just go ahead and take it the whole way back. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Tom's gonna die. Thomas actually did not die, somehow. I'm very surprised about that one. Okay, I had an advantage because I knew what to do this time, and I still screwed it up. That's the ZPTV way. Okay, you did shift. Okay, it is uncoupled. Perfect. So we take 5 and 6 up that line, grab 1, and take 6 and 3 down the line. Or just don't switch at all. Why? I literally told it to switch, and it didn't switch. Like, come on, game. Come on now. If I tell you to switch, you gots to switch. That's not what we wanted. Okay, you know what? We're going into here because this seems to be the only way to make this thing actually work correctly. Okay. Well, I squandered any advantage I had this time, because of course I did. God, how bad is the last shunting challenge going to be? How bad is that last shunting challenge going to be? It's going to be awful, isn't it? Okay, that one's already correct. And that last shunting challenge is probably going to be awful. I mean, this is technically a shunting challenge, but it's a more mild one. Get a little bit further so we don't accidentally derail. Okay, gonna grab 1 and everything except for 2. Okay then, just don't actually switch the tracks. That's totally fine. Just don't actually switch the tracks. If I tell you to switch the tracks, you ought to switch the tracks, don't you think? Okay, grab that. Move forward. Yeah, I'll check everything out here in a second. I gotta get through this one before this one drives me absolutely insane. It's not a whole lot of moves, which is nice. But yeah, when Starfield comes out, that's probably going to be a potentially full playthrough type of game. I don't know, though. I mean, a lot of people say that it was really boring. So I don't know. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully it's not extremely boring, but a lot of people were not the biggest fans of it, so we'll have to see. There's doing nothing, people not getting on the point. So it's just people wanting kills and not objective play. I know that feeling. Because half the time I'm the only one that plays the fucking objective in Call of Duty. Switch the track. Why would you not switch the track there? I can't switch the track. Okay, game, I would like to know why you didn't let me switch the track. Something you should build Lego Dark Falcon set since the condition you got in the box was horrendous, and even though be a good investment, hasn't retired yet. Fair enough. Did I get the pictures? I haven't looked yet. I'm trying to... I think this mission's timed, and I really do not want to risk having to replay this again. This is already my second attempt at this, because the first time... I still don't actually know how I failed, though. Because I really didn't think I did. Okay, switch to the right, so it's actually gonna follow the instructions. Alright, so we're gonna move 6 out of the way. And then we're gonna grab 3. I don't need to put this one very far up in the line, though. I don't want to do this without boosting. People say Winter Soldier's trophy is something, thinking they were lying. So it's going to be 1 and 2. We'll have 3. And then we'll just put 5 on top of 6, and then we'll be done. So, should be good to go here as long as I didn't take too long at the beginning. At least with the actual shunting challenge, there's no time limit. I'm going to take everything except for 4. Oh, I slowed down too late, possibly. Oh, that was close to being a fail. That was almost a fail that was on me. Next, we're going to put 5 on top of 6, come back and grab 4, and then grab 5 and 6, and then we're done. They were saying his trophy was easy. You think they're lying? Oh, okay, gotcha. I know how that is with games. Sometimes people say something's going to be easy, and then I struggle like crazy with it. But a lot of people seem to think that I underestimate some of the first-person shooter games that I do guides for. I don't know if it's because I'm kind of like mostly an FPS player more than anything, most other franchises. Maybe that's part of it. I still think World at War I had a pretty fair guess on with it being an 8 out of 10. And I could see it being a 7 out of 10, but still. Okay, now we grab 4, then we come back up and grab 5, 6, and we're done. Thank God. And it didn't change. It only sometimes chooses to. Okay, let's link up with 4, and then grab 5 and 6, and then we're done. And we're done with this particular challenge for this game. But then we've still got, of course, the other version of the game that I still got to do at some point. Okay, perfect. Now let's just go grab 5 and 6 and we're done. And I can look at the pictures. Oh, you deleted it? Which one did you delete? Marvel Rivals? Alright, we're almost done. Just link up one last time here and we're good. And we did it.
And the winner is...
The word easy, oh, gotcha.
Thomas. Congratulations. Hooray, we did it. See, Diesel? Steam engines are the best at shunting. How did you beat me? Well done, Thomas. I suppose you won this time. Next time, you won't be so lucky.
Alright. That's the end of the main story, folks. Alright, checking out the mock. Oh, wait. Yeah, I remember that set. Okay, that actually looks pretty good. That's pretty cool. Full-blown battle going on down there. Yeah, I remember that set. I actually probably should have bought a few more of those, because that actually is a pretty nice set. Very good, sweet, very cool. Oh, that's someone posting on here that I haven't seen in years. Saw someone on Facebook. Alrighty. So we're done with the main story, but now we have a shunting challenge. And we have Emily missions. Or, wait, actually, I don't know who I have left. Is it Emily or is it Percy that I still have to do missions with? Percy. Alright. Percy, you've got a lot of short missions. Let's go, buddy. I like this. I like short missions. I like short missions. Then we just got to go start exploring for collectibles, which thankfully there's a fast travel feature, so we should be able to find everything except for the books through that. I have a Brio turntable and Brio housing like this, which is pretty badass back in the old days. Getting closer and closer to wanting a chance of getting lung cancer. Birthday's in 4 days. Well, happy early birthday, so that would make it Sunday? I'll probably be streaming on Sunday. We'll see, probably. So I might be streaming something on Sunday. Probably by then we might be on the coin game. Should have knocked that one out relatively quickly. So if you end up not having anything to do on your birthday, hopefully you can watch me be bad at a video game. If you have nothing actually fun to do. Couple to configuration, alrighty. I like short missions. Think you got one of the trophies? Please tell you that was it. I hope so. Yes, so Sunday, awesome, awesome. Well, happy early birthday if I don't see you before then. You have to wait until 25 to pay your own health insurance. I think it's actually 26. I think you can be on your parents till you're 26. It's 25, though, to be able to rent a car. For some reason. Trust me, I have no idea why that's a thing. Yeah, it's 25 to be able to rent a car. Age laws make no sense, honestly, with how inconsistent they are in this country. This is 18 to buy a gun in most states and go off and serve in the military. But you have to be 21 to own different guns or guns in different states. You have to be 21 to drink. You have to be 21 to smoke. 21 to do weed in the states where it's legal. It's all a mess. And then 25 to actually rent your own car. And then, like you say, 35 to run for president. Teens buying cars, but they can't rent one. Yeah, that's very true. 16 to drive. 16 to drive is just... That's the most bizarre part of this. Like, you can't own a gun until you're 18, or you can't buy a gun until you're 18, actually, is the correct wording. You can't buy a gun until you're 18 in some states, or 21 in others, but you can buy a car, which can be much more deadly. I mean, there's more people die in car accidents every year than they do from gunshots. Especially if you take out the suicides. Also be able to own a gun, too, thankfully. Well, I wish you luck in getting one in New York State. You can probably get a shotgun, though. I would assume you can probably get, like, a pump-action shotgun there without a whole lot of hassle. And pump-action shotgun is perfectly acceptable for home defense. And great for sports and hunting and such, so... You can probably get at least a pump-action shotgun without a whole lot of issue. Remington 870 is a classic go-to shotgun. It's one I've had since I was 14. I love it. Always shot perfectly. Hey, Goran? Don't really need a gun, to be fair, since you're already an intimidating person to be around, but only one... Revolver might actually be exempt from a lot of the stupid New York laws. Because there's only 6 rounds in it. In most revolvers, there's only 6 rounds, so no magazine laws to worry about. Yeah, revolver probably wouldn't be as bad to get up there as some of the other things would be. And I suspect that like a pump-action shotgun or a bolt-action rifle are probably the 2 easiest things to get up there. But yeah, revolver's probably on the easier list. Or you could just drive down to Pennsylvania and buy one there in all of 10 minutes. Just don't touch Virginia, though. They just passed a whole bunch of bullshit under their new government. And it's unfortunate because my parents live like 20 minutes from there, and they sometimes go up there for things. And they'll eventually move down here, so it won't matter anymore, but still. I feel very sorry for the people currently stuck in Virginia under the current regime there. Close to the medieval resurrection plat. Nice, nice, Goran. We need to worry about DI-wannabe thugs running all over the city, pretty sure wet their own bed more than anything. Ironically, I've been to a lot of places, even in other countries, but I've never actually been to New York City, surprisingly, or New York as a state in general. I've never even had a layover there. Because I've been to Boston several times. I actually like Boston as a city. Yeah, I actually kind of like Boston as a city, but New York I've never actually been to. This is coming from someone that's been to, like, fucking Detroit a couple of times. And Indianapolis, like, 5 or 6 times. Alright, easy enough. What's next? One more round to see if you got it or not. Think you did, hope so. I hope so, too. Okay, there it goes. Okay, we're going to go for another 3-minute mission, even though these all appear to be actually shorter ones, so thankfully Percy's missions are quite short. This seems to be another quick movement. They make young Italian gangsters look like saints, that's how bad they are. That doesn't sound good. It doesn't sound like a necessarily good thing. I don't really have any major desire to go to New York. I'd like to see it someday, but I don't have any, like, major desire to see it anytime soon. When will I finish Death Stranding? I have no idea. Again, it's not a high priority because it's single player only. And it's an older game, so it started to fall off on viewership on streams, so not a super high priority. But I will finish it eventually. I'm probably like 75% of the way through it in all honesty, so not that bad. I've gotten probably half the facilities up to maximum rank, so that's the good part of it. And don't get me wrong, I enjoy the game a lot, it's just, it gets a little bit, not even necessarily boring, just repetitive if you play it too much. Realistically, you find druggies and homeless. True, but I feel like you find that in almost every big city at this point. I mean, Greenville doesn't really have that problem, but it's also only 60,000 people, I think, so not really a city proper. Columbia and Charleston are way bigger, and I say way bigger in the tune of like 150 to 200,000 each. You got it? Hell yeah, Cassie, very nicely done. I'm just glad I had to go on my business trip, like, a few weeks ago instead of right now with the giant mess that's going on with the airports. And GSP is not a large enough airport to have ICE show up there, so it's not going to speed things up at all for us. Yeah, we're not going to get ICE agents down here, unfortunately, so it's not going to speed up the process there. Alright, that's 3. Drugs should be treated as an asset, not a consumable. And I understand the people that say they want to, like, legalize all of them or at least decriminalize them. It would probably get a lot of people out of the prisons. And weed probably isn't any worse for people than alcohol, in all honesty. It's just a different kind of effect. But I have a personal, very negative history with marijuana because of the crazy drug addict that I dated. So I have a personal, very negative history with even just weed because of that. And trust me, had you dated her, you would probably feel the same, people. You'd probably feel the same. I've never heard of a pothead being massively angry and bitchy all the time. Okay. What will happen? Yeah, I heard about that. Like, PSN is apparently doing away with the network word. And it's just going to be called PlayStation or something, which is really weird. I don't really understand the point of that. I really don't get the point of that one, in all honesty. The other hard trophy is done. Now I just have 2 trophies left for Plat. Finally can get off of Wolverine. Nice, nice. The president make a lot of changes, and I'm sure be a disliked person. Oh, I'd certainly make a lot of changes and probably be very disliked. Alright, easy enough. That's 4 missions down. That was actually a really easy one. One more. Alright, let's just do another 3-minute mission. Alright, so after this, we're going to be done with all of the side mission stuff, so then we're just going to have to run around the island and find collectibles. Alright, been in the harbor before, we've already explored this whole area. Yeah, I have a lot of things I would do as president that would be unpopular. But they'd be equally popular to other people. Okay, what was the point of that? In America under Machiavellian principles. I would run on banishing all Indians. I'm sorry, but I would. If I could. That'd be my first law. Well, this mission was quite straightforward, actually. Does that include you? You're Pakistani, not Indian. No, I'm talking people that are actual India as a country. I don't care about people from, like, Pakistan, Afghanistan, or any of those countries. I don't care about any of those. You guys can stay here. I don't care. India specifically. Yeah, specifically India. I don't care about Pakistan or any of those countries. You guys come here as you want. I'm talking about the country of India, not Native Americans. I'd love to give Billie Eilish's land back to the Native Americans that she stole it from in California. That'd be a fun one. I'm sure that would cause a bit of an uproar. And I specifically mean the country of India. I've made my feelings very clear on that in the past. Alright, we're all done. With this character, we're all done. Where are we going next? Okay, so that's all that done. We have one more shunting challenge we have to do. And then we have a lot of exploration to do. I'm trying to think about the best way to do this, honestly. Okay, I think what we're gonna do... just like you said, while love is desirable, it is unreliable. Fear of punishment is a stronger, more constant motivator. And there are some people in this country that need some significant levels of punishment. All the pedophiles on the Epstein list. I can think of doing absolutely horrifically horrible things to them. And they will deserve every bit of it. Okay, so where are we currently at on the line? Okay, so that's the quarry. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna fast travel around all the stations and pick everything up. That needs to be my first goal, because that's where I'm gonna get probably 90% of the collectibles in this. And it's just going to come down to the storybooks. So this one's cleared. Better if you Better to be feared than loved. Oh, I've heard that for a long time. I didn't know that was necessarily the name of it, but I've definitely heard that. Okay, so that's just a giant loop. Let me see if there are any stations back here that I might have missed. We can come back here last if we need to, if I ended up missing anything, but I'm pretty sure the quarry's all cleaned out, because I searched this area pretty heavily early on. This is where I found a lot of stuff early on in the game, so... So we can go check the quarry area again later, if we miss anything, but for now I'm just going to go down the line. I think being loved means the world will work properly, but that's false. Oh, it's very much false. All the world seems to understand is things like power. And love is not the same as power. Bronx Tale talked about it was one of your favorite scenes, gotcha. It's better to be feared than loved, I will agree with that, in most scenarios. Oh no, we can actually walk on the road over here. Okay, so I gotta search this whole area, top to bottom, and make sure I didn't somehow miss something. I mean, it's not a lot of searching, but I just want to make absolutely sure. And nothing around here. I think I've already searched this one. I've searched a lot of these more like northern areas of the map already. Okay, this is our next station. So they treat people good, but not too good. Give them too much, then they won't need you anymore. Or they'll just, like, straight up take advantage of you. I know that feeling quite well. 5 paintings collected. So yeah, we are on a collectible hunt. And again, it's mainly the storybooks that I'm concerned about at this point, because those I feel like can be literally anywhere on the map. Versus the paintings and whistles have to be at train stations, and the hats are mostly at train stations. I didn't even see that one. Okay, I'm glad that the game let me pick that up, because I didn't even see it. And we can't go out there and explore, which is good. How far can we go up the road here? What was that red marker? Because I've seen that before. It's like... What actually is that? I haven't looked over here yet. This is also very important even in relationships. Yeah, because, I mean, I've been taken advantage of in relationships for sure. Or at least one relationship that I can remember specifically. Other ones probably less so, but there was one for sure that it happened. This is just a little siding, actually. Nothing here, though. Nothing here to collect. So where's next along the line? Owls Bridge platform. Let's go. Okay, I'm pretty sure I've been to this one before, but just in case, we're going to search the whole thing. Pretty sure this is actually one of the earliest ones I went to, but there's a painting, so I didn't get any of the paintings previously. So that's a painting done. Probably already have the whistle from here, because I think I've already searched this whole area. But I will walk along the line here and make sure I didn't miss anything. And we'll still double-check the bridge. I think I got a hat here as well, because that feels a little bit familiar. What about right here? Anything secret? Nope. It just gives me that weird red color again. Had a girlfriend would, and she was the right one, would love to spoil her, but have to understand she's capable of leaving you if you give everything. Yeah, that's the definition of you want to have a prenup, probably. If you have any concern whatsoever that you might have been used at any point in a relationship, prenup is probably a good idea. Because divorce courts in this country are notoriously much better to women than they are to men. Oh, well, there's a painting, but it's not fully loaded in. It's still a painting, though. And nowhere down there, so just search the rest of the platform, make sure we didn't miss anything. And make sure there's nothing over here either. Oh god, I thought it was about to let me go wander off into the field. So I probably already got the whistle here, but did not get that painting before, because I didn't really know what the paintings were at first. I only started getting those later on. Wait, there's a whistle! Let's go! Another whistle, let's freaking go. I am not looking forward to finding the hats of the storybooks, though, because the way this is going, I'm not particularly excited about some of that. Dryall. Okay. Very happy and proud of yourself. Again, the really hard one's done. That's awesome, though. I'm glad you were able to get them done, and definitely big ups on getting them done without boosting. Because I will almost always boost when things get tough. Anyone that tells you they're a little person that they don't realize they're actually benefiting more by being feared, because it would be nice to be both, but it's very difficult. True. Alright, let's search this platform. Anything here of any value? I might have been I think I have searched this platform before, because it's the one next to the airport, but just in case I haven't, we're gonna double check every single location before having to look at any guides. I still need to see if you can get run over by a train in this game. I'm assuming the game won't let you, but I do want to see if you can. Ah, painting! So yeah, probably didn't get the painting before. So paintings and whistles are exclusive to train stations, thankfully. That at least makes those two collectible types a lot easier. And the hats tend to be more focused on train stations than anything else. Okay, so all those lines. That's the harbor, which I'm pretty sure we've already multiple times cleared out. I actually started reading the book by Machiavelli. It's called The Prince. I have not read that. Have I searched this one or not? I think I've searched this one already. It looked a little bit different at first, but I think I've searched... Yeah, I've searched this one. Alright, so this one's good. And that area up there is good, so we've searched that whole area. Ooh, so this is... I have not searched everything in Knapford, I don't think. We go back and check it. Spree on Apple Books. Oh, that's good then. Half the time I can find stuff for free on YouTube, like audiobooks and stuff. Okay, no, I've searched this train station pretty heavily already. Yeah, because this is the main train station, so I've already searched this one. I didn't search over here, though. Let's make sure there's no storybooks over here or anything. Nope, nothing over there. Alright, so I've searched the ground out here, but I haven't I haven't searched some of these side areas. Like, there's a tower up here that I have not looked at yet, so let me check that. God, how many of these things are going to be in the freaking tunnels or something, most likely? That would not surprise me at all if they hide anything in those. Namely the storybooks. Because you just don't get a good camera angle in there. Alright, anything up here? Let's check all these little nooks and crannies. This all looks cleared. Yeah, I just want to search every possible place as much as I need to. Really don't want to have to go back and start looking at places or looking at guides for... I mean, the storybooks I might just have to, just because of the way that they're designed in this game. But everything else, I would love to be able to find them all without. Storybooks, I think, are probably going to require a guide because they can literally be anywhere. I'm not driving along the lines. That's a bit of an old shack. We can go into this one for some reason? What? Why can we go into that one but none of the other buildings? And there was nothing even in there, so... I don't know what the point of that was, but you can go into that one if you really want to for some reason. Not sure I get that one, but okay. I'm sure the developers had some reason for that. And the conductor's hats are annoying because they're so small. Like, they have a little bit of an unusual color scheme, but they're so freaking small. Okay, that one's all cleared. Cleared everything up around this station, so... What's back here? There are more things here. Okay, so this one we have looked at, but I don't think we've looked at this Tidsmouth one. I can't remember if I've searched this one yet. This one's small. Oh, I see a painting over there. Yeah, this one I might not have fully searched yet. This is kind of a smaller station. Still kind of big, but still smaller. And we'll look around out there, too, in just a second. I saw a painting over here. That's number 9. Check the walkway. Make sure they didn't hide anything up here. Nope, walkway's good. Maybe I got the whistle here, but definitely didn't find everything because I missed that painting. Here's the... Oh, I thought that was a whistle. That was a handle. That bench is clear. Now, what's going on out here? Anything... Another building that we can randomly go into for some reason. I feel like people could, like, probably mod this and turn this game into, like, a horror game or something. Make it more interesting. I'm sure that there's going to be some mods and stuff that could make this game a little more interesting on other versions. Nothing here on the outside. Make sure there's nothing up here. Probably won't be, but just want to double check. And let's check this little station thingy up here. Nope, that one's cleared. Ooh, I hear a train coming in. I really want to see if you can get run over by a train. I really do want to see if you can do that. Oh, there's the whistle. That's 10. Half the whistles are collected. Most of the, or almost half the paintings are collected. Anything going on here? Nope. No hats or anything. I definitely hear something going. I want to see if you can get run over by a train. Because I'm the kind of idiot that looks into that. Have we not get a team wipe that match? Oh, something happened in the game. Squad wipes were a pain in the ass over in a certain Call of Duty game that required them in their online Battle Royale style mode. And then Call of Duty went double down and went back to Battle Royale, because of course they did. They brought back Blackout. But apparently people aren't that mad about it, because I guess it's better than whatever the hell Black Ops 7 ended up turning into. Okay, so that's Tidmouth, and this area. Okay, yeah, there's absolutely going to be something there. I'm almost positive there's going to be something there. Because we have not looked through this area, like, at all. This is, like, the main base of the engines, but I have not looked through here at all. I guarantee there's going to be stuff here that I haven't found yet. It might not be a station, so there might not be a whistle here, but probably all the other types of collectibles are going to be here. It actually might be considered a station right there, at least a platform. Yeah, that's a platform, all right, but no, there's a hat. No whistle on this one, though, surprisingly. But there was a hat. Milk. You got that Wiggler milk. That's a joke from another video. Which, unfortunately, that Mario Party video is probably never going to end up happening because it's on my old computer. My old computer won't even really boot up anymore, so I don't know if that'll ever be a thing that ends up happening. Because that's the only thing left on that old hard drive, is that and like a half an hour of me and him playing Super Smash Brothers on the Switch. I think is all that's left on that laptop, so it's not like we're losing much, but a lost video, I guess you could say. Alright, I bet there's some collectibles in here, aren't there? I'm gonna walk the outer perimeter first. Nothing on the outer perimeter, surprisingly. What about the interior here? Nothing yet. Nothing yet. There's got to be something here, right? There's no way they wouldn't hide something here. I'd be very surprised if they didn't. They may not have. They actually may not have. Yeah, I don't see anything in here that's actually a collectible, which is extremely surprising. Of all the places in the game, I would have sworn that this would be a place that would have collectibles in it. Not even a whistle or anything. And the whistles are only at the actual train station, so I guess that makes sense. But like the hat and stuff, you would think that kind of stuff would be there. Alright, well, there's more to explore, so we're not done here yet. You need a team wipe for a trophy. There's 2 team wipe trophies. You have one, need the other one. Oh, okay, gotcha. Watch them hide something in the freaking bushes somewhere. I don't know if I would put it past this game at this point with how strict some of the levels and stuff are. Alright, let's see what's at the end of this track. I'm actually not sure what's up here. And then we can just fast travel back so it's not a problem. Oh. So it goes into the tunnel and does it just like end there? Does this going through the tunnel give me like a secret ending where we get abducted by aliens or something? Oh. Can't go any further. Alright, that's one potential place we might need to check out with an engine. Because I would not be surprised if they hid something further back in there. Absolutely the kind of thing this game would do, so I might check that out. Absolutely something I could see him do, though. Be very dickish and hide something where you can't go on foot. Nothing there. Oh, there's a hat, but it's not the kind of hat that we need. There's a storybook. It's only 9, though. Yeah, we're absolutely going to need a guide for those, most likely. They hid those a lot better than the whistles and the paintings. And even the conductor's hats seem to be more common than that. Walk the outer perimeter. Nothing out here. Nothing that I can see. What about this little siding? Anything in here? Nope, nothing. Well, this worries me a bit with the collectibles, but I do know that we're going to get quite a few when we go to those more southern areas of the map that we haven't really been to yet. But before we go down there, I want to check this area out. Yeah, I want to check that area out and see if we can actually go in there. So yeah, let's see if we can actually go back here and actually explore this at all. Because this seems very ripe for hiding something, given that you can't walk to it. Absolutely seems like the kind of place that hides something. Unless it just cuts me off before we get into the tunnel, which is also a possibility. It did not. It did not. I wonder if we're not supposed to go that... That looks like an optical illusion. Look at that! So you can actually run out of the main area of the map. That's interesting. I'm sure no one else has seen that one yet. Okay, then. That's at least something unique. Alright, let's just keep exploring. I just wanted to see if there was anything there. I wasn't really expecting anything, but you never know. Okay, so we've explored everything through here with the harbors. We've definitely explored the harbors. Alright, so we have 3 lines here. Crosby. This is probably going to have something I haven't found yet. Yep, there's a painting right there. 10 paintings down, 10 more to go. That means I probably don't have the whistle here either, unless I found it early on, which is a possibility. Okay, there's a gate right there, nothing right outside of it. Walk up the other side in a minute. I might have searched this area a little bit previously. Maybe this area seems kind of familiar. First big station in the central part of the island. Okay, we can't go back there. Oh, there's a whistle. Let's go. And then alongside all that stuff that's already coming out next month, we have a Power Wash Sim DLC coming out. Power Wash Sim 2. So, of course, got to play that. So, yeah, next month's going to be a bit busy. Lots of good stuff coming out next month. And let me double check there's nothing here. And then we're going to walk backwards into that little shunting yard. Alright, we're good there. So let's go check out the shunting yard. I wouldn't be surprised if there's something here. Yeah, I don't think I've looked at this one yet, so... Yep, there's a hat. Number 9. It's just going to come down to the hats and the storybooks are going to be the two harder collectibles to find, because everything else is just tied to stations. Nothing there. And there's something coming up back there, so I've definitely not looked into that yet, so... At least I don't think I have. Must have looked at it, like, really early on in the playthrough or something. Yeah, if I did look here, I didn't look very heavily, so we are going to double check this whole area. It's not a station, but there's a book! Sure did miss a book. Or never searched it. Can't go in there. Well, we found the book, and we found a hat. That seems to be it for this little area. Alright, where are we headed next? Where are we headed next? This is the only line for a while, so... Guess we're going to Henry's Forest. Yeah, we definitely have not explored some of these areas, though. Not heavily. Well, this is just a giant open area, though. There's no buildings here. There's no platform or anything here, so there's probably not even a whistle or anything here. How far does it let you go into the forest? Oh, no. That lets you get pretty far off the map. Oh, dear God. I bet they hid stuff in areas like this. I will not be surprised at all if they hit something here. That'd be a very dickish move, but this entire game has been dickish to begin with, so... I will not be surprised if they hit something in that open area. I could definitely see him do that. Two piles of wood that leads to nothing. It's almost like it meant to be a path, but there's nothing here. There is kind of a path through here, but not much of one. Yeah, if we have to explore all these wooded areas, that's going to be really annoying. Back to the bridge here. I see nothing here. Yeah, no wonder I never explored this area, because there's no buildings here. There's not really anything to explore except for the woods. If they hid stuff in the woods, that's a very dickish thing to do. Yeah, I'll be kind of shocked if they didn't hide anything there. Oh! Take that. Nothing on that. Anything if we go further? Nope. Well, that's a place we might have to double check later. Wellsworth, that seems like a legitimate station. It is a legitimate station. It's a fairly big one, too. Alright, we're going to explore this one next. I might have come here at some point and found something here, but we are going to double check everything here because it's a big enough station it's worth double checking. Why does it give me that? I don't even know what that red thing even means. I don't think the game ever told me. So we'll check over there in a second. Can't go that way. All of that. Oh, there's a whistle. There's number 12. Is there a painting here that I didn't get? Surprisingly, it doesn't look like it. So I don't see a painting here. We got another whistle, which is good. Maybe I already found the painting here or something, but there's still... It looks like a good bit more to explore here, actually. We can't get over there, I don't think. Yeah, that all is fenced in, so we can't get over there. Now, how about over here? So this whole area is explorable. A lot of little sightings and stuff here that we're never going to use for anything. Potentially wasted assets. Yeah, I don't even think you would come over here for anything unless it's like one of the side missions or something. So what do we have up here? That's like a coal thing? I think that's a coal thing. Ooh, there is a platform here, and I see a conductor hat. But no paintings here, which is kind of surprising. We found a hat at least, which is good, but not the only thing we were looking for. And can't go any further that way. Yeah, it's very likely I'll end up needing a guide for some of this, the way things are going. Because, well, nah, there's still a lot of the island left, so... We'll go down this path next. We haven't really been down there yet. Yeah, that might actually be something we need to look at. But I'm going to use the bathroom real quick, guys. I'll be right back, and we're going to continue on. There's several more paths here to explore, so hopefully we find everything. So I'll be right back. Okay, much better. Hey, Purple. How many collectibles am I missing? I'm probably less than halfway there. But oh. That's got a bunch of blockers on it. I'm not sure. I better be able to go that way, because I guarantee there's going to be stuff down there. But I'm still missing quite a few. This days, don't get how you got Mantis and Dagger's Team Wipe Trophy and Rivals. I don't know, because I never played Marvel Rivals, never really had any interest in it. Okay, so what I want to do is approach this signal and see if we can get it to change on us by holding circle. It did not. Of course it didn't. Set path, Down here? This is not a valid location. Okay, then what is a valid location? Because there's definitely something down here, because there is a whole little thing right here that I have not explored yet. Active camo, beepity boopity. Be a pain in the ass. Kind of wish we got the DLC trophies like Xbox and PC did. What kind of DLC trophies are they? You actually go down that path? Got kicked out when you tried? You're doing Mantis? I guess we're going to find out very soon if we can go down that purple. I didn't know you could either, but I'm trying it out because I don't feel like I ever went down that path. That makes me wonder, like, is it going to be DLC content or something? Because again, I seriously feel like this game could easily do some DLC if it wanted. Like, it could have easily made the James missions DLC. Yeah, it could easily make the James missions DLC. And I'm sure there's other trains that haven't been included yet. But I do not think I've ever been to this particular rail yard, so we're definitely checking this. Only play because of your ex, who then deleted Rivals, but you play for Luna. Ah, McAfee alert, I don't care, I have a different antivirus. You don't need to pop up every single day. Didn't care because you already got the platinum, fair enough. They're hush-hush about DLCs at the moment. I guess that's not surprising, but I feel like this game, almost like it was designed for them to do DLCs for it. Which is unfortunate for me because, again, when I bought the game, I wasn't expecting it to be a train sim world game. I was expecting it to be a Thomas the Tank Engine game, not a train sim world game with Thomas the Tank Engine characters. Oh, we can go this way. At least partially. Well, we can search this rail yard now, which is good. Like I said, I legit don't ever remember coming here. Alright, let's search it. Let's make sure there's nothing here. There might not be anything. That's entirely possible, but I don't want to leave anything unsearched if it's possible to go to. Not mistaken, I think that line goes to the docks, Edwards branch line, so 100% that's going to be DLC. Oh, okay then. There are other main characters they haven't included. Yep, that's what I was thinking. I thought that there were other trains than just the 6. Which, I mean, I'm not against DLC for it. I just ask that maybe they be, like, nice enough to add in an actual true free roam mode that doesn't require you to set points across the map just to move into it. Because that's the whole thing. It's like, it's not really true free roam because you have to actually set points on the map and stuff to be able to go around in free roam. And if you didn't have to do that, it would honestly be a lot more chill. Be a lot simpler, in all honesty. Okay, so what we got going down this line? So before I get everything, just need 2 more Mantis in Winter. Okay, then. Lack of Henry is such a strange thing because of how many people would buy the game just to... You know what? You're right, because I remember the name Henry from when I was a children. I don't really remember Thomas super well, but I do remember that name. And if he was one of the trains, then yes, I'm very surprised they wouldn't have had him as part of it. So yeah, very good chance then that if he was a major part of it, that he will end up being a DLC. Really hope the next batch of DLC is multiple characters. The price... Because I bought the deluxe edition stupidly because, again, I thought the game was going to be something that it wasn't. So I bought the deluxe edition for $50, which is not that bad because I've been getting a bunch of mileage from work and I profit off the mileage, so... Okay, yeah, you can't So you can't go the rest of that path, and you can't go up this path either. So that's like 2 different potential DLC areas. I'm going to go back and check this area if I need to. I did already check out this one, but I can go back and check the quarries if I have to, but that's going to be the last resort, so yeah, there's a couple of areas they can expand to if they want to. What does that say? Marathon Marin. Close enough. He's the guy who died in the tunnel according to pop culture. It's been so freaking long, I barely remember any of the Thomas the Tank Engine lore. Okay, I've definitely never checked out this station. I don't recognize this one at all. There's the whistle. It's number 13. Yeah, I haven't looked at this place at all yet. Information board. We can't go out there. Painting! Let's go. That's number 11. Let's freaking go. There's probably also a hat here somewhere, if I had to guess. Let's just walk the whole thing, though. Make sure we don't miss anything extra. The less backtracking we have to do later, the better. One behind Tidmouth Sheds is the Little Western, which is 2 whole extra characters they could add. Okay, so yeah, they're definitely going to have a couple of DLCs for this game. That's like, unless the game just flopped so badly that they can't do it, which I highly doubt is going to be a thing. Unless that happens, then we're definitely getting DLCs for this one, at least a couple of them. Which again, I'm not against it, just I kind of wish I knew exactly what I was getting before I picked up this game. And if I was a kid playing this, I would probably be very disappointed at it. Because I don't just get to go rampage around Sodor as just a random train driving around delivering passengers and cargo. Like that old PC game, Lionel 3D Traintown Ultra Deluxe. I'm not going to stop talking about that because that is one game that deserves some kind of remake or reboot. Sequel, something. I don't care what anyone says. It's a little outdated, sure, but it's so much fun. That was an absolute joy of my childhood. Something I played so much of. And it's actually a pretty hard game to beat, by the way. Very, very difficult game to beat compared to Thomas. Some of those later jobs are just absolutely absurd what they make you do. And the average mission length toward the end of the game is like 25 to 30 minutes per mission. Nothing there. They actually mentioned the characters that aren't in the game. Oh, okay. Fortunately boosted winter back in the year. You might be able to get winter 18v18. You guys discuss that because I have no idea what any of that is talking about with Marvel Rivals because never played it. Never had any interest. Alright, so we had a good collectible haul from this location. We found several. So where are we headed next? Ooh, there's another line down here. Hang on a minute. There's a whole nother line down here. Is that a third line that we haven't looked into yet? So like 3 potential DLCs? Okay, fine, he's gonna go backwards, whatever. Not a big deal. Let's go a little slower. Can I actually go down this line? I can't. We can't even go on this line. Look at that. The game won't even let us go on this line. So yeah, we can't even go down that one. Okay then. So that's another potential DLC. So that's like 3 different areas they could put DLC in if they wanted to. Kronk. Okay, fine. I'll leave the train first. Whatever. That's a whole other area they can go into, because that, you can't even go down that line at all. Just got Wolverine done. Nice, nice. Do have the platinum for this game, but won't backseat I may ask you to backseat just a little bit for collectibles specifically, because that's really the only thing that I'm worried about now is finding all the collectibles. Namely the storybooks, because they don't have to be in train stations. Random white square. Cool. There's a whistle. We found most of the whistles, though. And we should be able to find all of those and all the paintings by the time we're done. Just going to be the hats and the storybooks. Lever Gronk. Seeing everyone from NASCAR to PNG YouTubers playing this. Then it definitely sold well enough. It's definitely a wide enough audience. And it also wasn't a full price game. It was only like a, what, a $40 game? Without the deluxe edition, $50 with deluxe. Another painting. Nothing up there. Okay, so from there, we have yet another line that we can't go down, I don't believe. Yeah, it's got gates on it, so we can't go down that line. Kildane, that's our next station. Some of the books are placed in really weird locations. I found one that was like on... I almost wanted to call it a lighthouse, but it was actually a windmill. That's the weirdest one I found so far. Those are going to be one... There's a whistle, let's go. Those are going to be one that probably end up needing a guide for. Because I feel like they're going to be very well hidden from what they need to be. Sounds like a train coming in, but I want to get run over by one. Come on, I still want to see if you can get run over by one. Yeah, I haven't been on this part of the island, like, at all yet. Never really come down here for the missions. Painting. There might also be paintings back up in the quarry. I didn't think about that. There might be at least a couple of paintings in the quarry. In 1818 sounds harder. Hate James was a deluxe character, but do you think the game was fairly priced? Yeah, the base game I think was fine. Like $40 for the base game, I don't think is that bad. You do get a fairly large amount of content for it, even if it's not the content I was expecting. There's a hat, perfect. It was a good amount of content, but yeah, James maybe could have been included like as even just a pre-order bonus or something. Something to alleviate the cost a little bit, you know? Okay, so what's our next station? Yeah, I'm gonna have to look up a guide, though, for the books, because they can be literally anywhere. There's another line down there. Whispering Woods. Tell you now so you don't waste your time. There are no paintings in the quarry? Oh, okay. But there might be other collectibles there that I missed. Is one thing. I might have missed a different collectible there. So I might still check it. Because I would not be surprised at all if I missed something there. Does this station not have a whistle? Yeah, this station does not seem to have a whistle. That's pretty weird. Every other station I've been to had a whistle. But yeah, there could be other collectibles I missed there, so... Probably will still check it out. What's your OPs in 18v18? Funny thing, the made-up language of the book, Kildane literally means the Church of the Devil. Oh, so it's some Satan worship, I guess. Okay, Whispering Woods. There's this whole path down here that we can't go on. Kelsthorpe Road. It's just a book there. And I'm not sure if I have the book there, so... That is one I do want to double check, just in case I missed the book there. Because I wasn't really looking for collectibles until more recently. So I'll probably just double back there and make absolutely sure I didn't miss anything. But it sounds like I probably did not miss anything there. Painting! Painting, painting! Let's go. And nothing on that. Nope. Put a witch on your team. You could do the AC bet. Again, these are all things I have no idea about because I've never played Marvel Rivals, so I hope you guys are having a productive conversation about it. I'm just here playing Thomas the Tank Engine. There's another painting. Let's go. Let's go. 15. Actually pretty close to being done with the paintings, which is good. No whistle on that, surprisingly. There it is. 16. Okay, then. It's just the hats and the books that are going to be the more problematic collectibles, the way things are looking. I should be able to find all of the whistles and the paintings by the time I'm done with all of this. Just double check everywhere around here, make sure I don't miss anything obvious. You got the book on the suspension bridge between Marin and Kronk. Probably not. Most likely not. It's possible I did, but we can go check that. Between Marin and Kronk. I want to say that's going to end up being a no. Kildane. Kronk. And Marin. Okay. Let me go check that then. Let me see if I got that one or not. I'm just going to keep using Diesel because he's my default at this point. That's not what I was trying to do. Set path to Kronk. Okay, that doesn't actually work. Of course it doesn't. It's so specific to try to land on your damn train. Confirm. Let's go check this one and see if I got it or not. We got the 3 books at the gate? Probably not. I don't even know what that is, but I haven't been through the whole map yet. There is still more of the map I have to explore. Still got some of this, like, easternmost part of the map that I haven't explored yet. Game. Okay, so I'm not allowed to go that way. I have to go back this way. Why am I going back this way? Is it seriously going to make me go all the way back for some reason? Station with narrow gauge tracks. That I wouldn't know what that is. I'm not enough of a rail fan to know some stuff like that. Because I bought this game thinking it was going to be a Thomas the Tank Engine game, not a train sim game. So this bridge doesn't have anything, but this is not the bridge you guys were talking about, so... I must have selected the wrong bit of track or something. Let's just select the outermost bit of track this time and see if it lets me go. Yeah, that's probably what happened, is I selected the wrong bit of track. But this bridge is clear, so that's another area of the map cleared. So that's good. Some tracks closer than normal, yeah. Okay then. Then I have no idea if I actually got that or not, but we still have more of the map to explore, so I'm going to go and explore the rest of the map before we look at any sort of guides or anything like that. Because there's still a possibility there's things I just haven't found yet. So let's see if we got the collectible on this bridge or not. It's most likely not, but we'll find out here. Maybe I should have picked a faster engine. The diesel's good for acceleration and deceleration quickly, but he's not the fastest. So he's good for, like, mission-type stuff, but not necessarily for open-world exploration. So yeah, that's like another path over there that's just unexplored. Okay, nothing there. Perfect. Yeah, this game was definitely meant for more of, like, rail fans and train sim people, more so than casual Thomas the Tank Engine people like myself, or just casual train people like myself. Okay, nothing there. Nothing there. So we're looking for a book on this whole bridge area here. And there's nothing yet. So I might already have this one. Gold. It sounded like a gold. Hopefully get it soon. Oh, for sure. Yeah, hopefully you can get it done very soon without boosting. Because boosting is a nightmare. I have very bad luck with it, so... I don't see anything on this bridge, so I might already have... Oh, wait a minute. There's something else coming up. Hang on a minute. What is that? Ah, you probably meant that bridge. The more grandiose, fantastic-looking bridge. Yeah, I'm willing to bet that's what you guys meant. So let's slow down to a very slow speed as we cross until I can see it. Because there's no way I found something on this bridge. I can promise that one right now. What's right here underneath this? Anything? No, wait, those are just lights. Those aren't books. I haven't seen anything here. It's on the white box. What? It is? Hold on, I'm going back. So this game kind of makes you want to boot up iToy on PS2 and play Thomas Tank Engine on there. It was bad, though. I don't remember playing anything on PS2 that was Thomas the Tank Engine. Oh, do you mean this little box right here? Oh, there sure is. Dang, that one blended in. Like, that's not like a contrasting color. That's just light blue on top of very bright white. So, that is not... That one is pretty well hidden. That one is pretty well hidden. Okay, then. We got that one. Okay, so back to fast traveling. We've been to Whispering Woods. This was the most recent one we went to, was Kelsthorpe Road. So let's just go and fast travel to it. That one is very well hidden. This game does not have any sort of, like, collectible detection or anything like that. Okay, so we've searched this one. But there's still more to the map, so... Oh yeah, there's something... I have not been here at all. Croven's Gate. Someone said there's 3 things at Croven's Gate. That was what you said, Active. So there's multiple things here, so we need to search this area pretty thoroughly. This is one we need to search thoroughly. This is a pretty big station. Painting. Number 16. Awesome. So I'm pretty sure I've never searched this area. But yeah, how did people find some of these collectibles? It's what I ask with so many games that come out. It's like, how the hell did people find some of these collectibles in games? They're just stupidly well hidden for no good reason. It's even like that one piece of intel in Call of Duty 4, the one that's in one shot, one kill, that you have to be standing in a specific place after killing a specific number of enemies to be able to even access the room that it's in. If you play the game... If you played the game, you know which one I'm talking about. Okay, so that's cleared. Back up onto here. Make sure I didn't miss anything on this area. Nope, that's all good. Check the sky bridge as well. Again, we are not taking risks on missing things, if at all possible. Okay, that's good. So now over to this platform. There's the whistle. Remember the Ito never had one? I certainly didn't. You said 3 books here, though. There's no way there's 3 books on this platform, though. So I assume you mean in, like, the surrounding areas. This seems to be a fairly big area, so we'll look around here a little bit. 3 books here I could definitely see, though. This is a big enough area, it seems like it would be possible. There's a stupidly hidden book up the line with the smaller tracks. That one also had you searching for hours. Oh god, that worries me because I have no idea if that's something I've gotten before or not. I really hope that by the time I decide to try to speedrun this on the other version, that there's a good collectible guide out there. I mean, I haven't looked for one yet. Oh, there's one. Yep, there's one of them. Nothing right there. Anything in here? Nope, doesn't look like it. Yeah, I've not explored this area at all. What's that? What's that? That's a hat. That's a hat. 14. I'm gonna be missing like one of every collectible, aren't I? That's just gonna make this even more of a nightmare to go back for. Well, that's not one we can fast travel to, so... kind of makes sense just to walk this because we can't fast travel to it. Don't tell anyone about the buffers. Like, I would think that for a kid's game, this would be a little more forgiving on some of the collectibles. Right? Guess the answer to that is no. Something would have thought. Poland's been awful here the last day or two. I'm going to go into full-blown allergy mode in the next day or so. Not looking forward to that. I hate allergy season. I get hit by it pretty badly most years. I see a book. There's a book over there to the left, but first, make sure there's nothing over here. I do see a book, though. Right there. 15. I mean, that's most of the collectibles, but just, it's going to be the last few. There's no detector or anything like that in this game. That's it for that line, honestly, but then there's still more lines, though. We're still not done exploring the island, which is kind of crazy, so... when you're on foot, it's actually a pretty big island to explore. Anything here? Nope. In some ways, it's almost better to just walk these shorter ones. So that seems like there would be multiple... well, you know what? Let's just spawn in a train. Put up a route here in a second if we have to. But yeah, I've definitely not explored this part of the island, so... This is such a boner buster. Yeah, such a boner buster. Like, what's the point of this? Of just doing that? Like, what's the point? Alright, let's take the little sidetrack here and find out. You know what? Yeah, let's find out if there's anything going on the sidetrack. I don't know if there is or not, but we're going to check it out. Yeah, we're going to check out the sidetrack here, just in case there's something there. We can go on the main track later. This is a one-lane road, basically, so let's check it out. Area that I've definitely not been to, like, at all. I feel like this whole series is going to get called, like, I Platinum the hardest Thomas and Friends game out there. Just because it tries to be realistic and has lots of collectibles and all that kind of stuff. And the collectibles just don't make any sense because the game's supposed to be about the trains, not about the, like, looking into the open world aspect. Okay, I've seen collectibles on bridges before, so let's slow down here and check. Yeah, the game's not supposed to be about that. It's supposed to be about playing trains. And there's nothing there. Of course there isn't. Let's check the bridge up here. Yep, there's a hat. I see a hat. I see a hat. See if you don't let me out here. Surprisingly, yes. And that's another hat. So that's 15 of those. Keep watching the bridge, make sure that there's nothing else here. And then we have a whole nother path we can follow after this. Alright, we're on the farm. Sodor has a very agricultural-based economy, apparently. Because there's a lot of farms still here, which I applaud, don't get me wrong. I like seeing that. And that's the end of our line here. Okay, so if we keep going... See if it even lets me go down this other path here? It may not. Oh wait, it does. Hang on, it actually does. Okay, it actually does let me go down there, so... Now I'm curious. But it actually lets me go down that extra path, so let's see what's down there. See if there's anything around this particular mini station here. Nope. One thing you hope they add in the future is the ability to put the engines in different liveries that Thomas painted with. Yeah, I mean, just like... There's a lot of things they could add to this game that they just didn't when it on release. It could have been a great game, but just... It's missing a lot of major features, like the ability to explore and free roam without the threat of the game just, like, messing with you at times. Just being like, nope, you failed, too bad, go back to start, do not collect $200. Okay, I don't think I've looked at this station yet, so we're gonna explore this one first, before we go any further. Yeah, it makes me want to play Whistle, let's go! It makes me want to play Lionel Traintown really badly. I've never played that game. It was a PC game where it's just like controlling trains and stuff. Such a fun game. Massive, massive part of my childhood. Very, very difficult to 100%, by the way. Actually quite difficult to even beat in the first place. Painting! So where are we out on the line right now? Right there. Okay, so... This is going to keep taking us, I guess... Well... Maybe I can scrap the route and make it more efficient. Let me see if I can make it more efficient with this upper rail here. Nope, nope, no, 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 no. Other way, please. Let's see what's going on this rail line. This looks like it might be a DLC line for the future. And the Minecraft and the guy viewing shoes ad stops. That sounds stupid. I hate that freaking ranch dressing ad that we always get. It's like, ranch is... Hidden Valley isn't gonna make you love us, but then we're gonna have this transgender-looking dude dance for you, and that's gonna make you want to buy ranch dressing. It is most certainly not going to make me want to buy ranch dressing, because Okay, we can't go that way, but I don't like ranch dressing in the first place, to be honest. Like, I do not like ranch dressing. And the music in it is just obnoxious. Okay, so with that, we cannot go that way, so that is another inaccessible pathway. What did that say? Oh, okay, that says his completion. Okay. For each character, I got it. Okay, so we're only missing 3, 4, 5... 8, 9, 10. We're only missing 15 collectibles. That's not that bad. Wait, what? What challenges are you talking about? What challenges are you talking about? Excuse me? There's what? There's more to this game that isn't even available on PS5, isn't there? There's more to this that isn't available on PS5, isn't there? Yep, there's more to this than what's available on PS5. Okay, so we explored that path. We need to explore the left path. Where can I even warp to? Right here, potentially. You want to buy products? Fair enough. They don't make me want to buy products, but... I don't know. I don't know what I was trying to get at with that joke. I don't care what people are. I don't care if that's what you are. I really don't care. Not really any of my business. Ooh, what line am I even on, though? I'm on the bottommost lines, so I need to stay to the right on these lines. Or else the game will just be like, nope, we're not going to count that. Okay. Here's an intro for challenges. I don't even know what the challenges are, though, because it won't even let me select the menu. Alright, let's explore a bit. So this time we have a big open area that we need to explore, so I'm going to go through it kind of slowly to look for stuff. Any sort of platform, any sort of station that might have anything on it. But the way things are going, there's a high likelihood I'm going to need a guide for the collectibles in this game, because in all honesty, this game is just very obnoxious when it comes to collectibles, because you have to ride around the island on a train that requires very specific settings to be able to use. So I may end up needing to look up a guide for some of that, in all honesty. It's going to be a waste of time if I don't. So, like, probably one more stream to finish this game if everything goes correctly. Yeah, probably one more stream we finish off this game, then we start on something else. Because I don't see any way we're getting done tonight. There aren't really challenges, literally just stuff like drive this engine, play a story with this character. You don't have to do it. And it won't even give me the option to do it, is the thing. Like, there's a book back at the gate, but I got a book there previously. Is there another one? Because I got a book there previously. If I have to go back, I can. That's not a problem. But, like, I got a book there previously, so... let's make sure it's not the one I already have. We can always just fast travel back there if we have to. It's on the line with the short tracks. You need to walk up. Oh, okay. So it's on, like, one of these tracks, I guess you're saying? Oh, God, I didn't even see that extra line up there. Oh, dang, okay. Okay, yeah, so we'll go back there later. We will definitely go back there later. So yeah, there's definitely stuff there I could have looked at but didn't. So we will go back there once we're done with our main path. Well, nothing along this line so far. Yeah, we can go back and check that in a second. Let's go up here and then check the next station or siding. Burp, excuse me. I have a coworker with bad gastric reflux, so she just burps randomly all the time. It's kind of funny. Or it's more funny that she still apologizes. Like, we know that you have gastric reflux and it causes belching. You don't need to apologize every single time you burp. It's not even in your control. Yeah, we searched this. This will be another line done. We can go back to Crobin's Gate and research it. We gotta get through this main line tonight. Anything I'm still missing I can find on the next stream. Because probably next stream, I'm gonna see if there's guides for the collectibles. Otherwise, we might hold off the final stream for a few days until there is a guide. So once there's a guide for the collectibles, we can absolutely finish this game. But I might also start the coin game in the meantime. Because that's one I'm really interested in, because it's basically a virtual arcade. I freaking love arcades, and the game looked like really kind of weird and creepy when it first came out. Which makes me slightly interested. Yeah, Diesel is actually quite slow, overall. There is a guide? Oh, thank God. Okay, I'll probably look into that tomorrow, because we'll probably stream this again tomorrow just to get the platinum. It's only 20 minutes long. Okay, then. I will definitely look into that and hopefully be able to get everything done tomorrow, because we'll only have that and a shunting challenge left, and then we'll be done. And then I can move on to other games. So we finish this tomorrow. Get on to coin game in the next stream, or maybe even coin game later tomorrow. We'll see. Okay, so I see nothing up there. So the rest of that is literally just a line, so let's go looking on what's left of this. Then we'll go back to that area and find the other collectible that I missed, and I'm just going to have to look at a guide for the rest of them, most likely. Oh, that might be something here. Hang on. Yep, there's a book. There's a book. There's a book. There is a book. Yep, book right there, number 16. Yeah, I will look up a collectible guide for this game because I will need it for these last few. I found most of them on my own, but there is more after this tunnel, so I want to see how many I can end up getting. OBS might have disconnected there for just a second, but it should be back up. This is a long-ass tunnel, by the way. That is a long-ass tunnel, by the way. Alright, so up here There is a station up there. So we can check that here in a second, but let me make sure there's just nothing close to the line that we're currently on. Nope, we're good. Yeah, I want to make sure I don't see anything obvious while I'm headed up there. Then we'll go back to the previous location, though, and double find whichever one I'm missing. At Crobin's Gate. See anything on the bridge? And we're getting into another station that I have not yet explored. Come on, Diesel, you're so slow compared to the steam engines. I know it's my fault for selecting you, but still. You should be a little bit faster than this. Be a little more considerate of everyone's time, please. That almost looks like something on that, but I don't think it is. More like a flower than anything else. There's like 3 paintings here at the station. Ooh, at this one, Vickerstown. This is the last major station aside from whatever that is. Ooh, this is fancy looking. Fancy living, here we come. La da 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 da. This is pretty fancy schmancy. Oh yeah, there's definitely items here that I haven't gotten before. That's for damn sure. There's no way I've explored this area that thoroughly. Okay, switch camera, thank you. I'm sure I haven't found everything here because I've never really even explored this area. That is a vast underground that could easily hide collectibles if it really wants to. Let's go down each branch then. Nothing here. What about this one? Nope, nothing on that line. Anything back here? Nope, that one's empty. Next line over. Nothing there. back the other way. Nope, nothing here. There's a whistle. 19 of 20, let's go. If we can at least knock out one collectible, that'd be great. That'd be a very nice advantage moving forward if we just knock out at least one of them. Cut down on parts of the guide that I have to watch. Oh, we can't go through that tunnel. Or through there. Nothing there. And nothing here on either side. There's a painting, though. 18, let's go. And there's another painting. Let's frickin' go. Come on, let's keep going. Let's grab all these. One painting and one whistle are missing, so it's probably like one station that I didn't get somewhere. There's a painting! There we go! Paintings are done! Let's frickin' go! That is one of our 4 collectible types cleared. Let's frickin' go. Now, hopefully the last whistle is also here and we can knock that one out, because that would be even better. We knock that out, we are in very good shape. Like, yeah, we still have to find the hats and the other collectibles, but at least we know exactly what we're looking for. Not looking for anything extra. Pretty sure the last whistle is here. Okay, I hope you're right. We got a little more to search, so it's fine. We gotta keep searching. Yeah, if we could get 2 of the collectible types done, I'd be very happy with that. There it is! No, wait, that's the... Damn it! That was the lid of a thing. I thought it was something I needed. It looks like a whistle, if we're being honest. It looks like a whistle from further away. I don't see the last whistle. So now I'm concerned. Is it inside the tunnels? Yeah, I didn't see it anywhere here, so that's not good. On one of the baggage carts, maybe? Because I found one here. Oh, wait, there it is, there it is! There it is! Let's go! Hell yes, folks! There is another train yard here. But that is great. So we have found most of the collectibles. So all we're missing now, we're missing 4 trophies, including the platinum. One of them is for finishing the shunting challenges. Then we have the hats and the books. And then you said that there's another one back in, where'd you say? Croven's Gate. So let's head back there real quick and see if we can find it. Let me see if I can find this one. Yeah, let's see if we can find this one. And then anything else we'll find in the future. But we're only missing, at this point, books. And, conductor's hats. Is it up this line? Is that what you're talking about? Or up that way? Gone for that before. It's the end of the short track line. I don't know what qualifies as the short track line. I'm assuming maybe this one. Because this seems like a suspicious path, so let me check this one out. That seems like a narrow gauge rail line compared to the main rail. So let's check it. Yeah, that seems like a very narrow rail line, so let's just check this. The dead end? Okay, so that's this, I think. So, let's go grab that book, then we're only going to be missing a couple of collectibles. Okay, so they... What? Huh? Okay, that's another DLC area, presumably. I guess that's going to be another DLC area? Because there's multiple dead ends there, but that one didn't end well for me. Because there's sightings and there's this area as well. So there's two sort of areas here. Yeah, I don't know how that just happened. I legitimately do not know. That is my constant answer for this game, is I legitimately don't know. Was that supposed to happen, or was that the path you're referring to that has the collectible on it? So I'm pretty sure I've already checked this one. I could have sworn I found a collectible on this path already. Didn't I already find one on this path? On this little bumper right here? I might already have this one. You might have missed me getting it. The last book on the narrow gauge, so... Now I'm confused. Because these don't look like narrow gauge. These look like long gauge, so... These look like more standard train tracks. So if it's down that path... Is that the only path I can think of that you're talking about? But that makes me think that the way that looks, it seems like it's probably going to be a DLC or something. Behind me? So, like, I've gone down this path, and I found everything there, and I've gone down this area and found everything there. So I feel like it's got to be this path, but that's where it failed. It would just like me to have games bug out on me because that's pretty normal. That's a long line. And it lets me go that way, so... Okay, it lets me go this way, so I don't know what it did last time, why it didn't count. Why did it do that? This time it's saying I can go down this path. Walk it? Oh shit, okay. Slow down, Diesel. Okay, so I hope this is the path we're referring to, but I will go walking now. That's fine. Yo, exercising! We were talking about the pacer test today at school. Remember the fucking pacer test? I hated that thing so much. I freaking hated that test. There it is! Okay, we got it. That's number 17. So we haven't gone up to there yet, so that's the last area we have to go to. So that's 17. Thank God we found it. Alright, but there's still another yard to look at up here, so we're missing 3 storybooks and a lot of conductor's hats. So we're going to see if I can find anything else tonight. If I do, that's great. If not, that's fine. We'll find it next stream. And that's when we'll finish off the game. Oh, nope, it's giving me a stop and wait. Of course it is. And, like, that's something I hate about this. Like, let us just explore freely. Like, what do you think the kids want to do when they buy this game for $50? How to let you use a standard gauge engine on a narrow gauge line? Because magic! That's what Lizard Guy would answer that with, is because magic. Or because potatoes, because potatoes are delicious. I put potatoes in my random-ass ramen noodle stew tonight, and it was a really weird mixture of flavors and textures, and the potatoes had, like, no taste to them. Don't ask why I did it, because I honestly have no answer as to why I did that. I was bored and hungry. Alright, so we still have several areas to explore up here. For both hats and books. But the answer is because magic. And magic is good. See, we're missing 3 of the storybooks and a shitload of hats. But we got all the other collectibles, which is good. Without a guide. I mean, I had you guys here, but you're not an officially published trophy guide on YouTube, so I like to joke that it was without a guide, just with friends' help. People that I actually like in life, that are actually nice to me, that are very helpful and tell me what to do in games. Some people don't do that. Some people just like to troll the shit out of you. So thank you guys for being here and helping me find those collectibles. I greatly appreciate it because it saved me a lot of pain and crashing out in the future. Most likely, at least. So now we're only missing 2 types of collectibles, and that's much, much easier to clean up than 4 types of collectibles. So most likely what's going to happen in the next stream is that we're just going to finish off this game, find the remaining collectibles, and then the final shunting challenge, and that's it. And then I can get started on the coin game, which is going to be super exciting. Can't wait to play that. So yeah, I think that's the current upcoming plan. Finish this game next stream and then start on a coin game once this one's done. As long as I can find the collectibles. There's a hat next to the turntable. Oh, okay, hang on. I'm going back. I'm going back. There is one next to at least one of the turntables, but this one I feel like I might have gotten. Yeah, I might already have this one. Or you might be thinking the one in, like, the main area of the game, like the sort of starting area, because I think I found one there, but I don't see one here. Unless I'm missing something obvious, I don't see one here, so I think you're thinking of a different one. Yeah, I think you're thinking of a different one, unless there's... No, there's not one right there. So yeah, I think that you're thinking of a different one. But yeah, so hopefully next time we'll be able to actually fully platinum the game. This will be one of the more unique platinums I've gotten over the years, that's for sure. Select the puddle? Okay, let me go... Let me go back and check that. Wait, we can go out here. Oh shit, that's a big area to explore. Why are all these areas explorable on foot? Like, what's the point? Most of them don't have collectibles in them. They just seem to be here as, like, red herrings just to make the journey more difficult. It might be, but I know I got one at a different turntable in one of the other areas. So you might be thinking of one from a different area. But I will go back and triple check it. Don't get me wrong. I will go triple check it. But yeah, I think that you might be thinking one from a different area of the game. Okay, so we go up here, and we're looking to the left at a puddle somewhere, he said. I don't really see a puddle here. I know there was a hat on the buffers of the turntable at Croven's Gate. Well, this is not Croven's Gate, though. This is somewhere else. Oh, this one! I got this one, actually. This little rubber ducky, I got this one in the past. I actually did get this one, believe it or not. If there was something there, I got it before, because I remember seeing it and thought it was, like, the weirdest thing. So yeah, I actually do remember seeing that one and getting it in the past. Because it's a super, super, like, obscure one out of absolutely nowhere. It's well hidden, don't get me wrong, but it's one that I did actually get in the past. On the rubber ducky. Or near the rubber ducky, at least. So yeah, I actually did get that one in the past, but that one is, that one's very well hidden. This is your first stream? Oh, gotcha, yep. Yeah, I did get that one at some point in the past. I'm honestly kind of surprised I found it, but it's on top of a rubber ducky, so it's fairly easy to find, all things considered. But at this point, I'm a little bit lost on what to go for next with this. So, here's what I think I'm going to do. We're not missing much. We're just missing 5 hats and 3 books. So we're just missing 5 hats, 3 books, and a shunting challenge. I want to check out the shunting challenge. Even though I don't finish it tonight, I do want to check it out and just see what it is. Oh, dear God, this looks Well...
Welcome to the
This
shunting
doesn't
challenge.
look awful, all things considered.
As you can see, these trucks are all out of order.
This isn't
and need to be
awful,
put
all
back
things
into
considered.
their
So we
proper
grab
place.
one, then grab 2, 3
We should try to
behind
get
their
the truck
thing.
shunted in as few moves as possible
I'm just going to take a
to
quick look
increase
at it. I'm not going to do
your
it tonight, but I do want to take a quick look at it. This doesn't seem horrendous. So it's like we grab one there, then we shunt those off before 2 and avoid the ones beyond 3. So we have 2, 3 there. Then we have 4, 5, 6 all in a row on that lane. Then 7, 8, and then 9. So this actually doesn't look that bad. Yeah, you might be right. This one might actually be the easiest one, looking at it. But we're not going to do it tonight because it's almost midnight, and I'm tired, and I have another busy day tomorrow. So that's going to be it for tonight. Tomorrow, the plan is going to be to finish Thomas and Friends, Wonders of Sodor. All we're missing is collectibles and the last shunting challenge, and we're not missing that many collectibles, so there are guides of them up, so I should be able to find them. The last shunting challenge does not look all that bad. So we do all of that, then maybe we play the James scenarios for the rest of tomorrow night, because I don't know how late I'm going to stream tomorrow, because I got to get up early Friday, or semi-early, not insanely early. And then, after all of that, we're going to start the coin game will be our next game, and then after that, because I think that's going to be a short one, we're going to jump into Starfield in April, as well as Tamagotchi Life. So, yeah, lots and lots of exciting things to come. Burp. So thank y'all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I will most likely see you guys back here tomorrow. Burp. For the next stream.